Today on His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's preparations for the upcoming G20 summit in New Delhi, India on September 9th to the 10th of this month. The focus of the summit will be heavily predicated on the urgent need to attract foreign direct investment in country and to ensure that we are able to mobilize private capital from around the world toward the development of Nigeria's public infrastructure. In addition to that, we are focused on engagements that will be dealing with critical sectors of the national economy, involving steel development, involving electricity generation, transmission, and distribution, involving shipyard building capacity, and involving several other industries which we know to be labor intensive to ensure that we can create as many jobs for our teeming youth population as possible. To this end, His Excellency, Mr. President, will be meeting with a cross-section of heads of state, as well as industrial leaders, titans, chief executive officers of some of the world's most valuable companies, particularly those of Indian origin. His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, will be hosting a CEO roundtable which will be made up of more than 20 chief executive officers of major industries across multiple sectors of the Indian economy to ensure that we leverage on their interest in investing in the country in such a way that suits the industrialization initiative of the Renewed Hope agenda of Mr. President. In addition to that CEO roundtable, there will be at least five meetings with the CEOs of five major industries in India, including Jindal Steel and Power Company, amongst a few others, that would have a very important impact on our ability to develop the steel sector in our country. In addition to that, His Excellency, Mr. President, will be meeting with the President of Brazil, President da Silva. He will be meeting with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz. He will be meeting with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He will be meeting with the South Korean President Yeol, and a few other heads of state on the sidelines of the G20. Of course, as is the custom, Mr. President will also be meeting with the Nigerian community in India, and he will also, of course, provide a set of remarks to the entire summit involving, of course, all heads of state present and many other industry and business leaders from around the world. The G20 is a major event for our country at this time, and we are going to ensure, under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that we take maximum advantage of the opportunities presented to bring value to the country, to create jobs for our people, and ultimately to generate and expand existing revenues in the country to ensure that government can effectively fund and sponsor its programs and policies across sectors. So there's a lot to come. Of course, when we arrive in India next week, there will be live updates from India, which I will be providing day after day to ensure that Nigerians have full access into what our president is doing on their behalf. With that, I thank you very much.